What happens at the end of a personal injury case where Department of Public Welfare has paid medical benefits on behalf of our client? Well, first of all, we are obligated as attorneys to communicate with the Department of Public Welfare, find out what they claim they paid on behalf of our clients, and distinguish what they say they've paid with what we know is not related to the case. So they may provide a list of, for instance, 10 or 20 medical providers with bills correlated to each one of those medical providers that the Department of Public Welfare says they paid on behalf of our injured client. We look at the medical records, we look at the bills, and we realize that half of those are unrelated. We inform Department of Public Welfare of that. We then wait until Department of Public Welfare responds to our inquiry, our information that we provided them, to clarify that the billings that they say they paid are in fact unrelated. And once they do that, then they send us an updated list that both sides, both we and the Department of Public Welfare, agree was paid on behalf of our client. We are then obligated to provide the Department of Public Welfare with all of the information that they ask us for about the case. We're obligated to inform them what the litigation expenses are. And the Department of Public Welfare then goes through a calculation by which they reduce their lien, the amount of money that they say they're entitled to be paid back. And we have to get that approval from the Department of Public Welfare before we as attorneys are permitted to disperse funds to our clients at the end of the case. So it can be a slow process. It can take several months. Our office does everything that we can to speed the process along so that our clients can get the money into their hands at the end of the case by way of settlement or verdict, and make sure that the Department of Public Welfare is paid all of that they're entitled to, but only the amount that they're legally entitled to get under the law.